Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
What's up, guys? It's your boy CB Plays. I am here with another video. Not to get your expectations out, but I'm really looking forward to the show. So let's get right into it. We kick off with no angle, but with a banger match. In a decent match, Santos Escobar makes the first defense of his NXT Television Championship by beating the one and only. Yes, if you think that's Crimson from TNA, yes, Tommy Mercer himself. Santos defeated him in under 15 minutes by pinfall with the bridging German suplex. Santos Escobar makes defense number 1 of the NXT Television Championship. 71 rated match, really good. 70 from Santos, Tommy Mercer 68. So really good from both men right there. But yeah, really good. So Tommy Mercer, since FSW is my child company, they can sign whoever they want. And Tommy Mercer has been their world champion for quite a while now. And he's just kicking up like 60s. And he has around like 60s, like 65, 66 popularity. So I said, why not have him in a match for Santos' first defense? So really good rated match right there. 71. Amazing. 79. Okay, pretty good right there. So after the match, Legado del Fantasma, they leave the ring, but out of nowhere, Umba beat down Tommy Mercer. Marcel gives him an uppercut. Ilya gives him a knee. Killian Dane just squashes him with the crossbody, and Alexander Wolf just kicks him in the head, taking him down. So Tommy's completely destroyed, and Santos, Legado del Fantasma, they see this on the rampway, and Ilya Dragunov says, "That's going to be you, Santos, in due time, because that television championship is coming to us." So it looks like Umba still has their eyes set on Legado del Fantasma. Most importantly, they have the eyes set on Santos Escobar. 67, really good rating right there. So if y'all didn't see the video yet, the last video where I made a cold open talking about Madison Rayne, I did not know, well, I forgot that she was actually retiring, and it was kind of apropos that her segment last week was called Her Addressing Her Future. And if I would have known that, I probably would have written things differently. I was going to have Liv Morgan versus Madison, but now I have to pivot and do something different. So Kathy interviews Madison about last week, and Madison says before she was interrupted by Liv, she was going to say that she's hanging up her boots, and she realized that she has more to give to this industry, but not in the in-ring capacity. And Liv Morgan says that she's sorry about interrupting Madison, and Madison says she's okay. They're okay. They hashed everything out. And Madison says she sees a lot of herself in Liv Morgan, and she says that they talked this week, and that she's going to be Liv Morgan's new manager. So Liv Morgan has a new manager in the name of Madison Rayne, and they have a match 44K, really good. So that's really good to see. Madison did some good work at ringside. And it's good they don't have bad chemistry. As long as they have neutral, I'm good. Liv Morgan defeated Natalia Markova in 6:38 by pinfall with a reverse roundhouse kick. Liv 42, Natalia 37. So really good right there. 64. So a little bit of context. Madison Rayne on the B show, she talked to Indy Hartwell. We couldn't hear what they were saying, but she talked to Indy Hartwell one-on-one. And Indy Hartwell is watching this backstage. And she's watching Madison Rayne and Liv Morgan celebrating Liv's first win and coming back to NXT. And Kathy asks Indy Hartwell, what is going on? What's happening here? And Indy says, it'll all be explained, possibly in due time. 79. So Tyler Bate calls out Khabib Nurmagomedov. He said that he wants Khabib face to face, and he's calling him out. He's not even waiting for Khabib. And Khabib does come out. He answers Tyler Bate's open challenge. Not open challenge, but he answers Tyler Bate, and both men start to brawl. Khabib and Tyler Bate start to brawl, but Khabib seems to get the upper hand with hitting him with some knees, because Khabib is Khabib is an MMA fighter, so he has more experience in that realm. He starts to lay down shots rights, lefts, knees, and kicks to the face of Tyler Bate, but he does the springboard clothesline, taking out Khabib and Mega Madoff, and Tyler Bate stands tall over Khabib. So it looks like Tyler Bate got one up on Khabib, but I'm pretty sure the Mega Madoff is not going to be happy about that. 76, really, really good, my gosh. In a decent match, Hiromu Takahashi and Pete Dunne defeated Subculture in 1450 by pinfall. When Hiromu Takahashi pinned Mark Andrews with a Fisherman Suplex, Hiromu with the best rating of the match, 82. Hiromu 87, Pete Dunne 82, Morgan 53, and Mark Andrews 67. So yeah, nice little match, and yeah, really good rating. I was expecting that because Hiromu and Pete Dunne are some of the best that I have, and I'm really happy they got that rating. 74. So Pete Dunne and Hiromu Takahashi win here tonight. These two men are not enemies per se, but they're not exactly friends. Hiromu was just celebrating all charismatically, but Pete Dunne gets in his face saying, hey, this tag match was cool and all, but you got in my face last week, and you know I always love a fight. Hiromu, I heard a lot about you, and it'll not be my pledge, but I want to face you one-on-one in a match. No tag team. This is a one-time only, but I want to face you one-on-one in a match. So Pete Dunne, the man never has fun unless he's with Matt Riddle. But Pete Dunne, getting straight to the point, he wants to face Hiromu Takahashi one-on-one. 77, really good. AJ Styles defeated Jake Atlas in 10:26 by pinfall at the Spiral Tap. AJ Styles still busting out the Spiral Tap. 84 for AJ, 56 for Jake. 70, okay. Trey tells AJ that it was guys like him that got him into wrestling. He saw AJ Styles in the X Division and Impact with Kazarian, with Dance, with Samoa Joe, with Jay Lethal, with all those guys that made the smaller guys have an opportunity in this industry. That's the reason why he's here today. But it'll be his honor. Now it's time for him to shine, and it'll be his honor. It'll put the feather in his cap to beat the guy that got him into wrestling. And that's you, AJ. So that's why I want to face you for my North American title. 63. So Malcolm Bivens tries to talk to Chris Sabin before his match, but Chris Sabin doesn't want anything to do with Malcolm Bivens because Malcolm Bivens is trying to recruit Chris, but Chris isn't really having any of it. But in a surprise, Leon Ruff defeated Chris Sabin in 7:20 by pinfall with the quick roll-up. So shocker, upset here for Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin, he blew off Malcolm. I guess that got into his mind a little bit because he lost to Leon Ruff. Big win for Leon. Leon 54, Chris Sabin 63. But I know Chris Sabin is not happy about that. 53 rated match, really good. 56. So Bivens Enterprises surround the ring. You have Everrise on one side. You have Arya Daivari on one side of the ring. And then you have Brian Pillman with Malcolm Bivens. And it looks like they're about to attack Chris Sabin 4v1. But Malcolm Bivens gets into the ring and hands Chris Sabin his card. So we'll see what happens then. But Chris Sabin looks like he might need Malcolm Bivens and Bivens Enterprises because he might not like their tactics, but they do get results. These two men, all four men were floundering, but with him now, they're excelling. They're getting more popular. Their brand, their exposure is grown exponentially since being with Malcolm Bivens. So Chris Sabin might not like it, but he might have no choice because if he wants to get his career on track, he might have to go with Bivens Enterprises. 72, really good rating. So Mustafa Ali is here to show the world what he can do. He says he came to NXT because people didn't show their appreciation for his skills. He was almost like Buddy Murphy, a best kept secret. He wants to show the world that if you give him a shot, he can take the ball and run with it. He's one of the best in this company, and he wants to show it. And Alex Shelley interrupts him and says that he wants to introduce Mustafa Ali into NXT, and he says he has a bright future, and hopefully one day those two can face off. So yeah, nice little thing right there. Mustafa Ali wants to prove himself in NXT, and Alex Shelley is just welcoming him to the roster. 50, okay, really good. I really didn't expect that. Kellyanne English is really good. So Kellyanne English, I just signed her to the company. She's on a developmental deal. It's handshake, so not exclusive. But Renee Michelle defeated Kellyanne English in 5:49 by pinfall the Bonita Bomb. Kellyanne 46, outscoring Renee Michelle 45, but 50 rated match. I'm happy with that. 80, 80, 80, 80. So Renee grabs the mic and says she was tired of being bullied by the beautiful people. That's why she stepped up to them. Renee says she was tired of being bullied by the beautiful people, and that's why she stepped up to her. And now she's tired of creeps like Rosemary, Alyssa Flash, and somebody she thought was a good person, and Kylie Ray. And now they're all being creeps, all playing mind games, all being sinister. And Renee, she says she's tired of this. She's tired. She wants this division to be based on not by people's bad attitudes or their sadistic mind games, but by their skills. So that's why Renee stepped up to Rosemary, and she will stop them once and for all. 46, okay. Heavy Machinery defeated Aaron Solo and Adrian Alanis in 335. And Otis pinned Adrian Alanis with a dozer bomb. Okay, 60 from both men. Really, really good. Adrian 33 and Aaron Solo 46. So yeah, Heavy Machinery debuted last week. I wasn't gonna have them have a match. I was gonna wait till next week, but I said, let me just give them a match to get that out the way. So yeah, Heavy Machinery introducing themselves to the NXT, getting reacclimated. So yeah, good things coming from them. 69, really, really good. Oh, I forgot to include the story. But James Drake and Zach Gibson says, finally, they get their shot at the NXT Tag Team titles. They are the sole reason why NXT has a tag team division in the first place. They got rid of the frauds and Motor City Machine Guns. They showed Inferno what tag team wrestling actually looks like. They are the best team in the world. We are the best in the world. We finally will get our due by beating MSK. We will show them what real tag team wrestling look like. We can do flips, but that's not real professional wrestling. Real professional wrestling is submitting your opponents 1, 2, 3, and right in the middle of that ring. We're not here to have fun. We're not here to be flashy. We're here to win, and that means beating MSK for those tag team titles. 72. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. All the matches are doing really good. So Ace Austin defeated Leo Rush in 12:29 by pinfall of the House of Cards. Ace Austin with his best performance yet, 71. And I think Leo with his best performance yet, also 68. This could be a potential feud because they have great chemistry. 72, if it was on a bigger stage, my goodness. Really, really good. So yeah. 82. So Ace Austin said, oh my gosh. We actually attacked the legend, and Ace Austin is fake crying. Jake something hands him a box of Kleenex, and Ace Austin is just still being a prick by attacking the legend of Kendo Kashin. But Kushida appears on the screen, and Kushida says, Ace, you still haven't learned your lesson. I will give you a lesson in respect. Not only respecting your fellow peers, but respecting your legends, your fellow legends, those people that paved the way for you right now. But all this is just a distraction because Boa hits them both in the back with steel chairs. Ace Austin is first. Jake something tries to do something, but Boa hits him in the gut, then hits him in the back with the steel chair, taking him out. And Boa escapes because he knows Jake something is going to be coming after him. And Jake something is furious. He's just throwing chairs, throwing stuff all over the place because he wants his hands on Boa. So it looks like the Rising Sun got one up on Ace Austin and Jake something. Sheesh, 91. So Ilya is interviewed backstage by Kathy Kelly. And Ilya says, she asks him what's his deal with Adam Cole. And Ilya says, you see, Adam Cole is someone who's been in NXT for a while now. Great. He's had success. He's one of the longest reigning NXT champions of all time. And yes, that's all great and all, but the thing is, that's the past. We're talking about the future. The thing is with Adam Cole, he failed against Finn Balor. He failed against AJ Styles. He's just a failure when the lights are the brightest. He's good, but he's not great. He calls himself the face of the industry. But the face of the industry doesn't lose when it matters the most. I'm the new face of the industry. I will show people that Ilya Dragunov is the one that they should be talking about, not Adam Cole. I'm not a disappointment like you. And when I win gold, I will show them why I'm better than everyone, and that includes Adam Cole. And Adam Cole comes out, he comes in the interview and gets in Ilya Dragunov's face, and Ilya says, you're not worth my time. And Ilya leaves. So Adam Cole is still probably a little bit down in the dumps after he lost to AJ Styles, and it is kind of cutting true because Adam did lose to Finn and AJ when it mattered the most. But Adam Cole is still Adam Cole. But Ilya Dragunov doesn't think so. 51. Okay, so the main event is going to be coming up next. But Jessica Havoc says she's not done with Rosemary. They still have a fight. But out of nowhere, Simone Johnson's name appears on the video screen. And Simone Johnson comes out. Yes, the Simone Johnson, the daughter of the great one, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And Simone Johnson says, yes, 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 it is me. The fourth generation princess, the one and only Simone Johnson, the one that will grace yourself in her presence. Simone Johnson, the greatest woman ever. And you can see Simone Johnson is just being completely cocky, and she just completely interrupts Jessica Havoc, and she just has no disregard for herself. And Simone Johnson interrupts Jessica, and I'm pretty sure Jessica will not like that. But yes, Simone Johnson's here in NXT, and Simone basically just cut off Jessica Havoc like Liv did Madison. But I don't think Jessica is going to be too happy about that, because Jessica doesn't want anything to do with Simone, but she wants something to do with Rosemary. But Simone Johnson's here in NXT. I'm gonna tell you, when I first signed her, she had 8 popularity, not even that in the US. And now, by her being in FSW for about like 8 months, she has, not even 8, she's gotten all the way to 51, and I can't ignore that popularity. So that's what developmental is. I brought it to the main roster, and we could possibly have her first feud. I mean, she's just introducing herself, but her being all cocky will not give her a shortage of friends. It'll give her a lot of enemies, probably no friends. 60. So Tegan Knox defeated Konami and 11-12 by pinfall of the Vulture Culture Destroyer. Tegan Knox 58, Konami 53, 60 rated match. All the ratings are hitting right now. Goodness. 55, really good right there. So Chelsea comes down with Robert Stone. There's no Tay Conti or Paris Marie, but Chelsea Green says she's going to handle this herself. And she's very blunt with Tegan. She says, I need you to not interrupt me ever again. You had your one chance last week, but this time it will not go without you being punished. So next time, never interrupt me when I have TV time. And Tegan has no disregard. She's telling Chelsea to shut up. I don't care what you have to say. If you want something to do, how about face me right now? And Chelsea says, nah, I'm good. And she tries to attack Tegan, but Tegan blocks this. She punches Chelsea, and she ends up slapping Robert Stone by accident. She was trying to hit Chelsea. Basically, she tries to hit Chelsea, but she ends up hitting Robert Stone, and Stone holds Chelsea Green back because she's not about to get embarrassed by Tegan Knox. 82. So King and Dijak say that Yuri Kazmatsu, you got in our business last week. We don't care about you. All we care about is beating up Dragon Lee. And since he's not here, you'll have to do. And Yuri Katsumatsu comes down and he tries to beat down Brody King and Chris Dijak, but the numbers game is too great and they beat him down. Chris Dijak hits him with the Feast Your Eyes, and then Brody King gives him a Gonzo Bomb. But this is not enough. Then he gives Yuri Katsumatsu another Gonzo Bomb through a table, and Brody King and Chris Dijak stand tall. And the main event, hopefully it'll be better. Rhea Ripley, Maya Iwatani, 30-minute Iron Woman match. I'm still getting used to saying that. They had a 77 at the pay-per-view. What did they get this time? 81. That's even better. And a superb match. Rhea Ripley defeated Maya Iwatani in a 30-minute Iron Woman match. In 30 minutes by 3 falls to 2. Rhea makes defense number 1 of the NXT Women's title. Yes, I'm so glad I made this the main event. Both women killed it. 83 for Mayu and Rhea 81. So both women killed it here tonight. But Rhea Ripley, that's the cap on this feud. Rhea Ripley has shown that she is better than Mayu Iwatani at the time. And we'll see who will step up to her next. Well, you don't have to wait long because Tenille Dashwood confronts Rhea Ripley backstage after her win. Rhea is gloating, but Tenille tells her that I want the next shot at the NXT Women's title. And you better hold that closely because it's coming to me soon. 95. Man, this show's gonna be great. So Dora Gambarado beat down Mayu Iwatani. We're not talking about Io Shirai. They beat down Mayu Iwatani. Jungle Kiona, who Tommy Hayashi Shida and Kamiko Asahara just beat down Mayu after she just had a grueling 30-minute Iron Woman match, and then just continued to beat her down. Black Lotus did mention Mayu in passing, so I guess this is them executing on that. And Io Shirai comes down to help out her former teammate Emma Awatani all those years ago in Lucha Underground, and Io Shirai tries to fight back, but Jungle Kiona hits her in the back, chop with the chop block, and the Kimiko hits her with the Shining Wizard, Utami Hayashishita, then spears Io Shirai, laying her out, and Dora Gambarado stands tall over two of Black Lotus's former pupils in Mayu Awatani and Io Shirai. So interesting. Black Lotus not only targeted Io Shirai, but now she targeted Mayu Awatani. And that show gets us a 84. Okay, really, really good. Tell me what you thought down below. I'll see you when I see you. Have a blessed one. Peace.